Hi, Tashina here. Today I'm here to show you how to grow your own sprouts in your home year-round. The difference between microgreens and sprouts are microgreens are grown often in soil or coconut fiber. You need a tray, a little bit more room, a good source of light. If you don't have a good source of light, you can use grow lights, which we use, and you need some fertilizer and a little bit more time. Now, sprouts, on the other hand, of what we're here to demonstrate today, is you just need mason jars, a lid, seeds, and a couple other options of how you can grow them, which I'll show you, and you're good to go. They grow fast, they're easy, they're inexpensive, they're filled with nutrition, and they're delicious to add to salads, soups, smoothies, juices, pâtés. You can do so many different things with them. And the kids love to watch them grow as well. It's a really neat way to get the kids engaged with growing their own food year-round indoors. So let's start out with what you're going to need. So the first thing you need is something to grow them in. So options are a mason jar, quart mason jar, a little mesh bag, or a little container that has some holes in it, and you can grow it more like a microgreen or a little grass. You also will need, if you're growing in a jar, you're going to need some lids. This is just some old screen that we cut the right shape in a square to fit the size of this jar. Also, I bought these at our health food store. They're little screens, they're stainless steel, they'll last forever, and they come in packs of 3. And these are my ancient ones. I've been sprouting literally for over 35 years, and these have been with me a long time, and they're great as well, although I prefer to not use the plastic anymore. My favorite seeds, I would say, would be red clover. They are filled with so much nutrition. Red clover are really great for preventing cancer. They detoxify the body. They promote weight loss. They support brain health. They actually help fight osteoporosis. And they're filled with vitamins, minerals, enzymes, and just yumminess. They're great, and they're nicer to grow than actually alfalfa sprouts. Alfalfa sprouts can tend to get a little moldy, and I never have a problem with these. Also, another favorite of ours is broccoli. Broccoli is a powerful anti-cancer food, and it decreases inflammation in the body. It reduces your risk of even getting cancer by 70% by eating a large amount on a daily basis. And they also are great for suppressing cancer cell promoting properties in the body. So other ones are fenugreeks. Fenugreeks are really helpful in controlling diabetes. They're antiviral. They're great for digestion and aiding in digestion, and they are filled with antioxidants as well. I also have a spicy mix here, and then a 5-part salad mix, which has a lot of what we talked about already, a few other things, and then some mung beans and some lentils. And those are great to all sprout as well. These ones I use are just my favorites, and I really like all the anti-cancer properties and the dense nutrition in them. So let's show you how to begin. We're going to take a mason jar here, and let's start with some red clover. I find that 3 tablespoons in each jar is just about perfect. So I just get 3 tablespoons of the dry seed. I fill it up with water, then I put my little lid on and let it soak overnight. Easy. Soak overnight. In the morning, I empty out the water. I put it in my little dish drainer here, let it empty out, and then I'm going to put it on my little towel rack holder. I just have a little towel rolled up, and it makes a great little display for the sprouts, and to put them on an angle so that the water will drain out if there's any leftover water. You rinse them twice a day. Sometimes I only rinse them in the winter once a day, so you're going to need to just check your temperature. I find it's a little bit better to go on the dry side than on the moist side because they rot if they're going to be in too much water. So once I rinse them, then I just let them do their thing. And they just grow so easily without any effort. Another fun way to grow these little red clover seeds are on these little containers. This is what it looks like, and this is what we're going to grow it in. It's cool. It's got these little flower of life patterns on the bottom. I think that's so awesome. So in order to put them in these little containers, they have holes in the bottom, and you want to have the seeds be a little bit started, so you can see right there that they have begun to sprout. And I'm just going to evenly put them around this little container. Get out as many as I can. And then I'm going to rinse the jar so that I don't waste any of the seeds. And then I'll pour that right in here. And then you can also just go like this and get them kind of organized, because you want them to grow like that grass there, like you saw the other red clover growing. I'm just going to set that aside right now because it's going to be draining. Actually, it's done. And then you're just going to put this little lid over it. And then I put this one that doesn't need cover anymore because I wanted it to green up. I'll put that on the top. And then when I'm going to water them, instead of in the jar, I just gently go like this and put them in the drainer and let them drain out. And that's how easy that is. Another thing that is important to do is make sure that your seeds are being dehulled. As you can see right here, there's a lot of dark seeds on these broccoli sprouts, and I just cleaned. Look at the difference of this batch that was just cleaned recently. Those are broccolis, and these have not been cleaned. So I'm going to show you how to clean them right now. So I have a bowl of water here, and I'm just going to empty the sprouts right in there. And I'm just going to go rub-a-dub-dub. And I'm just going to be mixing them up, and you'll see how the seeds, black seeds, will float to the top. And I'll show you what that looks like. And it's separating the seeds from the hulls from the actual sprout now. So that's what that looks like. You can see. And those hulls create rot, and they create the microgreens to get, the sprouts to get slimy. So we don't want those in there. So we clean them out once the seeds get, and the sprouts get a little bit more mature. If I were to do it too early, they just wouldn't come, off. So then I'm going to rinse this jar, because also the hulls seem to collect on the side of the jar. And then I'm going to just put them in the jar. And they're really hardy. You don't have to worry about their being so delicate. And I like to use this little thing here, and I just go in and scoop these guys up. And a lot of them float to the top, and some sink to the bottom. Put my lid on. And then I'm going to drain my water out. And then I'm going to kind of shake the jar, because I want to get any water that's left in there. Again, we don't want them to create any rot with them sitting in water. And then I just take the jar and I shake it so that we can get it kind of all laying at the bottom there. That's it. I also do that with the red clovers and any of the other little sprouting ones that have hulls. The fenugreeks don't have a hull, so you don't need to do that with them, and you'll see them. And they are delicious. They're a really nice kind of more of a bitter flavor, but they're really a nice addition to salads. If you're going to grow, let's get rid of this. If you're going to grow in these little bags, these are fun, and you just dip them in water to be able to, get them ignited with the angel of water and to rinse them. They're fun to grow when you're backpacking, and you just put them on the back of your backpack, and while you're hiking, they're growing. So you get to your camp spot and you've got some nice fresh food. And I love growing chickpeas. They're awesome to make hummus with. And I do find that I like to steam them slightly because otherwise I notice that they're a little bit starchy. So that's it, easy peasy. And you get a chance to see how fun it is to be a part of your own food and create dense nutrition, and the value of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants is far superior to even whole vegetables. And it's fun for the kids too to grow them. So thanks so much for joining me. I hope I've inspired you to grow your own garden inside year round. Take good care.